The sun dipped low in the sky, casting a warm golden glow over the small town of Willowbrook. It was a perfect evening for a first date, and I couldn't help but feel a flutter of excitement as I made my way to meet my date, a farrier named Jack. As I approached the stable where he worked, I could hear the sound of metal clanging against an anvil, accompanied by the occasional grunt of effort from within. The scent of leather and hay filled the air, mingling with the earthy aroma of horses. My heart raced as I imagined what Jack must look like, his hands calloused and strong from years of working with metal and animals alike. The stable door creaked open, revealing a tall man with broad shoulders and dark hair that fell in loose curls around his face. He wore a leather apron stained with dirt and sweat, and his eyes were the color of storm clouds on a summer's day. As he caught sight of me standing there, a slow smile spread across his lips, and I felt my cheeks flush with heat. "Evening," he said, his voice deep and husky. "You must be Sarah." I nodded, unable to tear my gaze away from him as he stepped closer. His hands were rough yet gentle as they took mine in a firm grip, sending shivers down my spine. "Come on inside," he invited, leading me through the stable and into a small workshop area where tools hung from the walls and piles of metal scraps lay scattered across the floor. "I've got something special I want to show you." As we walked, Jack regaled me with stories about his life as a farrier, tales of daring rescues, fierce competitions, and loyal companions that had become more than just animals under his care. With each word, my fascination grew, and I found myself captivated by this man who could tame wild beasts and forge them into obedient steeds. Finally, we reached a workbench where Jack had been working on a project earlier that day. On the table lay a beautiful bridle made of intricately woven leather straps adorned with silver filigree. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before, a true masterpiece of craftsmanship and artistry. "This is for you," Jack said, holding out the bridle. "I wanted to give you something special as a token of my appreciation for tonight." My heart swelled with gratitude as I took the bridle in my hands, running my fingers over the smooth leather and delicate metalwork. It was more than just an object. It represented the connection between us, two people bound together by their shared love of horses and the magic they brought into our lives. As we stood there, lost in each other's eyes, I felt a sudden urge to be closer to Jack. Without thinking, I reached up and gently brushed my lips against his, feeling the warmth of his breath mingle with mine as our tongues danced together in a passionate embrace. The kiss deepened, becoming more intense with every passing moment until we were both breathless and panting for air. Our hands roamed over each other's bodies, exploring every curve and contour as if trying to memorize them forever. We broke apart long enough to remove our clothes, revealing the desire that had been simmering beneath the surface all evening. As we stood there naked before one another, I couldn't help but marvel at Jack's muscular form. Every inch of him was a testament to his hard work and dedication to his craft. With a low growl, Jack pulled me closer, his hands cupping my face as he claimed my lips once more in a fierce kiss that left me weak at the knees. His touch sent shivers down my spine, igniting a fire within me that threatened to consume us both. As we moved together in a slow, sensual dance, I felt an overwhelming sense of connection with Jack, as if our souls had been intertwined from the moment we met. Each stroke of his hand against my skin sent waves of pleasure coursing through my body, leaving me craving more. We explored every inch of each other's bodies, savoring the taste and texture of our skin as we lost ourselves in a haze of passion and desire. Our lovemaking was slow and deliberate, filled with moments of tenderness and intimacy that made my heart swell with happiness. As dawn broke over the horizon, casting its soft light upon us, I knew that this was more than just a first date. It was the beginning of something truly special between Jack and me. And as we lay there entwined in each other's arms, I couldn't help but feel grateful for the chance to experience such raw emotion with someone who understood my love for horses and all they represented. From that day forward, Jack and I were inseparable, two souls bound together by a shared passion for horses and the magic they brought into our lives. And every time we looked at each other, we saw not only the person we loved, but also the farrier who had crafted something beautiful from metal and leather, a symbol of our love that would last a lifetime.